Hey, this is Jordan with another match with Bug Speaker for Meadowbrook Magic. Alright, he won the dice roll, so I presume, yep, he's playing first. I don't love the hand, but I don't really want to ship it back at the possibility of getting a worse hand, especially because we'll be going down in cards. So, we'll try it. Alright, this makes this hand better. We didn't really need that because of all the land we did have, but you know, I'm not going to complain. It gives us our turn 2 play, which is our only turn 2 play in the entire deck. And we can put in our breeding pool tapped on turn 3 without taking any damage and still being able to play the Dreg Mangler. He's accelerating as fast as possible. Could be Junk Reanimator. I don't really know what we're playing yet. Yep. Woodland Cemetery. I don't think it really matters what we go for, so pretty much the first thing we see. Actually, I'll grab an Overgrown Tomb just because that'll give us 2 of each of the color combo. Alright. And then we'll ship it back to him. 5 mana, are we going to see a Thragtusk on turn 3 right here? That would make my Dreg Mangler feel a little bit inferior. Nope. Swing with both. Yes. I'd rather take 2 life than let him have the 2 extra mana for a 5-drop on turn 3. I find that to be interesting to take 2 life to get in 1 extra point of damage. But, okay. He's playing a very aggressive deck. I can respect that. Alright, I will put in the breeding pool tapped. And then there's no point in running the Dreg Mangler out just to get killed by the Loxodon Smiter. I'm just going to Abrupt Decay while he's tapped out right now as Loxodon Smiter, so he can't like Restoration Angel it or something to save it. I mean, why bother with the Dreg Mangler right now? Oh boy. Now the Thragtusk comes down. Boom. Oh. Is that what? So it is Junk Reanimator. A surprise you use Unburial Rites on Loxodon Smiter. Okay. Well, I'm fine with that. That's a sign of being desperate in Junk Reanimator, right? Reanimating a Loxodon Smiter. I don't think we block. We could return the Loxodon Smiter to his hand. Or we could kill it and make him reanimate it again. Yeah, let's make him reanimate it again. We'll buff it with our Simic Charm. And then kill it. So if he wants to reanimate it and get his Unburial Rites out, that's fine by me. I'm totally fine with him wasting an Unburial Rites again on a Loxodon Smiter. If it's not like a Thragtusk, Angel of Serenity, or some crazy nonsense like that, why not? Yep, that's fine. You reanimate that 4/4, that vanilla 4/4 all day. Yeah. Guess what? Honestly, I'm happy to just draw 4 cards. That's fine by me. That's honestly fine. I will play Prime Speaker as a 4/4 and draw 4 cards. That's fine. That is fine by me. Now what we want is another Simic Charm to bounce her back into our hand. After we get, like, say, our Primordial Hydra or something going. I'll block with the Dreg Mangler to prevent damage. I got another one. I can always scavenge him. Yep. I figured you'd do that. So we get a land. What exactly are we doing here? We can make a 5/5 Primordial Hydra that'll get huge in a little bit. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's make ourselves a 5/5 Primordial Hydra. Well, let's start combat first and see if he wants to trade both of his guys for my Prime Speaker. Which I'm fine with. Alright. I mean, I guess I could always throw out a Dreg Mangler as a blocker and then ultimate price one of his Arbor Elves before they get ridiculous, but let's get the Primordial Hydra going first. And see where we go from there. I mean, we're taking 6 from the Loxodon Smiter, ideally, as long as he doesn't drop an Angel of Serenity on this turn, which would be awful. That'd be devastating. Do you have the Angel of Serenity in hand? Okay. Yeah, I'd rather take 6 life. And go to 10. Especially considering we can draw into one of our 3 Thragtusks at any point. Then lose either of our guys right now. Alright. Well, that's a trampling 10/10. That's a Farseek. Alright. So, let's be honest. We need blockers. So, Dreg Mangler fills that hole pretty good. We're going to put our breeding pool. Alright. Before we decide whether or not we put our breeding pool into play tapped or not, we have to decide what we're doing. 2 mana for an ultimate price, 2 mana for a Farseek, and 3 mana for a Dreg Mangler. All sounds pretty good right now. And then do we want to do that, or do we want to leave open Dissipate? Like, an Angel of Serenity would decimate our board, so we got to leave Dissipate mana open. Farseek ultimate price, and then sacrifice the Prime Speaker. Yeah, I guess we don't really need her anymore. I don't want to try and combo her off of getting anything silly or shenanigan-y happening. So let's start combat first and swing with our Primordial Hydra. See what happens. That's fine. Alright. So he's going to lose that guy. We will ultimate price your Arbor Elf. And then we will Farseek. And leave open Dissipate mana. And then just block with our Prime Speaker. Doesn't really matter what we get. We'll just grab an Overgrown Tomb. And the reason for it's not that we really need land, even though we do have another Primordial Hydra in hand. It's mostly to thin out our deck so we can get things like Thragtusk or another Prime Speaker or Desecration Demon or just more problems for him to deal with. Cool. Alright, so I didn't see a ton of reanimating, but I still don't like it. I don't think he runs Cabinet Soul, so I'm going to throw in an Essence Scatter. I don't want to Dissipate. Right now, 2 Deathrite Shamans feel good. Bioshifts come out. We're at... Oh, I only took... I don't know where my other Bioshift went. It's still in the deck. Oh, there it is. It's next to the Essence Scatter. Okay. So that's that. Well, I think we're going to run that. Well, we'll run it. We'll run it if for no other reason other than Primordial Hydra and Corpsejack Menace. We're running it. And we'll just bounce anything he wants to play back to his hand if we need to. We're running it. Hey, who knows? Well, we are going to lose our Corpsejack Menace, so... Yup. There goes Corpsejack Menace, so... Damn you. Got appetited. It's a fine play by him. But we will screw with your stuff, if anything else. If nothing else, I should say. If nothing else, we will Tribute to Hunger and Simic Charm all of your stuff. Bounce it back to your hand, bounce it back to your hand to make you sacrifice. Because I can. Oh, now you want to show up, do you? That's fine, I guess. It's not like we needed to rush him out. Oh, what are we getting? Gravely Salvage? Okay. Perfect. Now I feel really good about drawing Deathrite Shaman. Elvish Archdruid. That is an interesting card in this deck. It's a junk Reanimator, but it has some interesting flares to it. Taking the Elvish Archdruid. He's going to play it this turn. Should we make him sack it for the lulz? Just to really annoy him? Because it's not going to be that devastating to him, but at least it'll be like, oh, I'll slow you down. And this is for making me discard Corpsejack Menace. Because you know what? I really like that card. He's my bro. But you screwed me over. Nah, better yet, we are... Let me think about this. So we can. Did he put it? He put a land in. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 mana if we really want. But that doesn't get us anywhere. So we'll just put this into play tapped. Abrupt Decay is Elvish Archdruid. And beat him in the face. I was kind of hoping to get somewhere along the lines where we could have played our Primordial Hydra in addition to killing his Elvish Archdruid, but oh well. Yep, you do that. You give me lots of targets for my Deathrite Shaman. I don't see anything big or scary. No Grizzlebrands, no Angels of Serenities. I don't know what you're trying to reanimate. Alright, let's just make a really big Primordial Hydra. And we're going to get rid of his Temple Garden, I guess. Yep. There we go for our Primordial Hydra. And we're going to set counters to 1, 2, 3. And we'll pass the turn with that. So I know I was hating on Primordial Hydra earlier, but he's been my boy lately. My boy. Yeah, that's getting tribute to Hungered. Doesn't need to be. We're just going to get a 6/6. And if anything really bad goes wrong, we can always just return Primordial Hydra to our hand. Yeah, so he's a 6/6. Alright, here comes my boy. Alright, that's fine. Oh, and that's the game. Well, that's cool. That's beating Junk Reanimator, but he didn't really get anything good.